Hi guys and girls, I'm very glad that you are watching yet another video of connecting the gaps between college and industry. Thank you very much. I promise this series will definitely help you. And I am happy that you all are interested to learn. And the only thing which matters is your interest to learn. So let's get started. Today I will talk about how I use VirtualBox. So last video we saw how to create a virtual environment for Ubuntu OS. Now let's see what each category means. Honestly, I don't know what each and every thing does, but I know enough so that you can work easily in your virtual environment or a guest machine. So the host machine is my Windows OS and the guest is my Ubuntu. So this is a general configuration. It will show that its name is Ubuntu, type is Linux and Ubuntu 64-bit. And yeah, shared clipboard is bidirectional. That means if you copy something in your host directory, in your host OS, and if you try to paste it in your guest OS, it will work. You can choose and give permission how your copying and pasting works. I generally choose bidirection because it is simple, and we may need to copy from host to guest or guest to host, and it does not matter much, so we can just keep bidirectional. These descriptions and encryption doesn't matter. System here, how much memory you have allocated to your guest OS is mentioned here, and then there are many other options like hard disk, floppy, and all those things. So these things, if you keep default, it will work as expected. You need not change much here. Even in display, nothing needs to be changed. Storage is the thing which is important. So um, when you have opened your guest OS for the first time, it would look little clunky and big, and it will not fit in the screen properly, and it will look very awkward. So to solve that problem, you have to add VirtualBox guest editions. So to mount it, first you need to download it. So just open your browser, write download VirtualBox guest editions. Go to this link, VirtualBox link, download.virtualbox.org. Check what is your version. So to check the version, you have to go to your help and then about, and then here you will see version as 5.1.6. Okay, so just search 5.1.6 and open this. Here you see VirtualBox guest editions. Just click on this. A download link will just start downloading. You can save it. I have already saved it, so I need not save it. And then just after saving, you'll have the ISO. Remember the path where you have saved it, and then go to the storage option again. Click on controller IDE and then press plus. Choose optical drive, and then you choose disk, and then you choose the ISO, and then press open. I'm not going to do it again. So it will attach the VirtualBox guest additions here. Okay, audio, no need to do anything. Networks doesn't matter, these are all defaults. Then comes the shared folder. So uh, there might be cases where you want to share your changes you have done in your guest machine to your host machine, or whatever is there in your host machine to your guest machine. To do that, there's an option of shared folders. So you have to just click on this plus button over here, and then click auto mount, and then select any folder. So I had created a virtual folder already. So if you click on this and choose select folder, okay, I'll just do that. Virtual, select folder. This will come. you can just press OK. So here OK is not getting enabled because I have already mounted virtual over here. So you can add virtual and then press OK. So this virtual will be a directory which is present both in your OS, host OS and guest OS. So that is like the positive thing. In user interface, there are options like where do you want your menu to come. So generally I'll choose it to be on top of the screen. You can choose it to be at bottom. I prefer it at top. And then there is mini toolbar, show full screen or seamless. So generally in full screen, if you want it to be shown or if you want it to be hidden. So generally I want it to be shown. If you uncheck this, after some time the top menu will get hidden, and you have to like hover over here to get your toolbar. So I don't prefer that, so I have checked both of them. So this is it. Now let's try opening our Ubuntu. So here there are few options. Again, preferences, you can do some changes if you want over here. I never choose or try to do any change over here because I don't need it. You may need, then you can. Again, settings will open the same thing. You can do whatever you want. Like you will not have all the options to change, like memory and all will not, you can't change, but you can have user interface options. If you don't like the interface as which is present here, you can choose to uncheck these things and then press OK. And yeah, in view you have full screen mode, seamless mode and scale mode. So when we go to scale mode, it comes like this. I don't like it. You can just go into full screen mode by pressing host and F. This is full screen mode. Seamless mode is similar to full screen mode as far as I feel. The look and feel looks the same. Most probably this menu will come on the top or something like that will be there. Okay. Yeah, so this is important. You have to mount your guest additions, you have to keep this checked. What VirtualBox guest additions.iso. Okay, and then you have shared folders and other options. So you can also insert guest additions CD image from here, but I find it a little clunky. The other way is easier, so I choose that way. So if you click over here, if you have not downloaded VirtualBox guest additions, it will download it for you and it will mount it, but it takes a lot of time, so I prefer the other way around. Okay, and help is the normal help. So you can just if you find something interesting, you can comment it below, or if you want to know about something, you can comment. So this is the overview of VirtualBox. Now if you remember, I had created a shared folder in my host OS and I had added that in the shared folder section in my virtual machine. So let's see if we are able to access that folder or not. If you see here, I have, so the name of the folder was virtual in my host machine, and we are able to access it here. So you'll see a mount over here and sf_virtual. So it will be sf_ the name of your folder, and if you check, it's exactly the same. Like you have a CPP folder. Similarly, if you go to your host OS and check whether virtual, in the virtual folder CPP is there, so you're easily able to access that. But there's a trick. So here I have the permission to access it, but sometimes what happens is only root has the permission to access the sf_virtual folder. So if you want to see where exactly it is, you can go to media and then do ls. You will see sf virtual. So just cd to sf virtual, do ls. You're able to access it. But you need to give the permission, or you have to add your username into VBox SF. So you need to use this command. Oh. Write your username here. Press enter. Give password. Now restart your VirtualBox. And then you will be able to access your folders properly and do any modification, create files, modify the files over there, and so on. So let's see whether it's working. Oh, it will obviously work for me. It should also work for you. So that's all for today, and please share it with your friends, and everyone learn and enjoy. Bye bye.